Hey guys, okay, so I wanted to do a just a real quick video now that I'm halfway through taking my Clomid, my first round of Clomid since trying to conceive number two. I wanted to do a video and go through some of the side effects I might be having, things I'm feeling, and then also show you kind of like my routine of like how I keep my medication straight and just how I try to keep it all organized. So, first, I'll go ahead and let you know that I have been feeling pretty good. I really haven't had any major side effects yet, other than one weird thing. And it is something different, but I noticed the first day I took it, I decided to take it in the morning, but when I took it, like an hour, like probably an hour and a half later, we went ahead and had lunch. And I kept asking my husband, I was like, does this water taste weird to you? And it was bottled water, is what we normally drink. And he's like, no, it's fine. And I was like, okay, keep drinking it, I guess. And didn't think much of it. And then the next day I took the Clomid. About an hour after I took it, I went to drink another bottled water and it tasted the same way. It tasted weird. Not really a huge metallic taste, but just a weird taste. And when I Googled it, of course, it said like metallic taste could be common because of the increase in estrogen. So I have noticed that consistently every day after I take it. About an hour later, I have this weird taste in my mouth, and it's fine. It's definitely tolerable, but it's there, and it is a difference. Other than that, I've been okay. I was really tired yesterday. I actually took a nap when my daughter did, which I don't normally do, but I was just really tired. So that could be a side effect. I am so hoping I don't get headaches. I am someone who gets headaches bad anyway, so I'm really hoping I luck out and don't get any from this Clomid. Um, Little story for you. I was supposed to call my RE's office on Tuesday because of Labor Day weekend and go ahead and schedule my mid-cycle ultrasound because I do my Clomid with monitoring. And I called them, of course, right away. They called me back and they're like, our whole computer system is down. You'll just have to call back Friday. I'm like, okay, so you'll be able to get me in next Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, which would be day 10, 11, or 12 for me. And they're like, yeah, we'll definitely be able to. But that kind of thing makes me nervous because I'm such a planner. I like to have things like totally planned out. And so that makes me a little bit nervous. But it's okay. They said they could get me in. My husband's like, it'll work out. It'll be fine. I'm like, I know, but it still makes me nervous. So I got to call them Friday and get my appointment set for my ultrasound. And I'm nervous about that, but I'm like ready to get to this point. So that's pretty much all my symptoms. My next step, let me go ahead and show you what I do to kind of keep organized. So the first thing that I use, and don't laugh, is one of these guys, the pill organizers. That you usually think are for old people. But when you're a mom, or even if you're just working and you have a million things on your mind, it is really nice to just know that you took something, especially something this critical. So I go ahead and I put all of my medication for the week in this, and mine's like a huge one for the visually impaired. I don't think I meant to get that, but I think it was the only one that was pink, so go figure. So what I have in my compartments right now is just my Clomid, and then my prenatal and baby aspirin, which my RE had instructed me to start taking baby aspirin when I started my Clomid. Now with my daughter, I didn't start taking baby aspirin until after I found out I was pregnant. I didn't really ask about the difference this time, but we're going with it for now. So I'm taking those three things. And of course the Clomid will just be Monday through Friday of this week. So I have 2 days left, Thursday and Friday. And then I just went ahead and filled Saturdays, so I have my prenatal, my baby aspirin in there. So I lay everything out and put it in here. But I also, after I take it, the Clomid comes in a little foil packet, so I keep it in the foil packet and just go ahead and put it in there. But when I'm done with the foil packet, I go ahead and put it back in the, you can see them in there on my three that I've already taken. I put it back in the prescription thing that it came in, just so like everything's accounted for and it's all there. And I know like I only get 5 at a time. I don't know, you might get more, but I only get 5 at a time, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. But it just makes me feel better, because have you ever like taken medicine like Advil or anything, and then like an hour later you're like, did I take that? So this just helps me with that. And then the other thing that I do is I make a little check sheet, and this says Clomid, and then I mark off the dates and the date, and then this said to call my Aria Tuesday, and then I had to mark it off and put Friday because now I have to call them on Friday. But I also do that just as added precaution, because a lot of you, if you're like me, you're paying for all this out of pocket, and it is expensive, it's not cheap, and you just want to make sure that you're doing it right. And along with that, obviously it's expensive, but also it's like I have waited 65 days to start this new cycle. I don't want to mess it up now that it's here. So I think that's it. Hopefully that's helpful for some of you just getting started with this and maybe a little overwhelmed with fertility medications or just keeping it all straight. And obviously being a mom, I need to keep everything straight because I don't always remember everything anymore like I used to. So if you're working or whatever and you get busy, maybe this little system will help you too. So I hope my next video is an update saying like I'm going to get my ultrasound, or after the ultrasound updating you on that. I hope that's my next video. Hopefully I don't have any more crazy like side effects to report on, and hopefully I get that appointment made as it should be on Friday and for next week. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck to you and wherever you are, and let's hope this is a good month. Bye guys.